Welcome to Author Toolset Tuesday with a quote from Morrow Lindbergh, who said, "You can't just write and put things in a drawer. They wither without the warm sun of someone else's appreciation." You don't write a book because you don't want anyone to read it. You write a book because you want someone else to be impacted by the words that you put on those pages, so their life can be transformed out of the trauma into the triumph that you know exists, because you've lived the journey. It's why you write these books, right? It's why you want to write this book. It's why it's on your heart so heavily. Hi there, my name is Christopher D. Armani, and I empower aspiring Christian nonfiction writers just like you, so you can share the story of how God led you out of the trauma and into the triumph that you're now living in. And why? So you can make the impact you know you're born to make. This book is on your heart for a reason. It's because you want to help others, just the way someone else probably helped you. It's why we write these books. And this book is on your heart also because you are meant to write it, and more importantly, meant to publish it. You're meant to get other people to be able to pick it up, appreciate it, read it, use it to transform their lives. It's why you want to write this book. But that can't happen unless your book is shared. You can't make the impact you want to make in the world unless you embrace your courage and make sure that you do all of the work required internally for yourself and externally on the page to make sure that those words leap off the page and directly into your reader's heart so they make that impact. That's the point. That is the point of all of this, right? If you allow your fear to gain the upper hand, if you allow your fear to stop you from writing and publishing your book, you do yourself a massive disservice. You really do. You're meant for more than being a failed writer, if you will. And let me throw the slides up because apparently I'm not doing that just yet. If you allow that fear to stop you, you're doing yourself a massive, massive disservice. And that's bad. But here's what's worse. You're also doing a massive disservice to your reader, because you're leaving them trapped in that pain, in that misery, in that suffering, in that trauma that you know you have a way out of because you've lived the journey. God led you through that path to make sure that you would be on the other side of it for this very purpose, so that you would be able to share your experience, your strength, your hope, your path with others who have suffered through the same problems. And the reason why they're trapped if you don't do this is because they may have heard the words you're going to say 1,000 different times in 1,000 different ways. But the reality is they can't hear it. The words go in, but they don't resonate, because the words they're waiting for, the words they must hear, the message they most desperately need to hear, can only be said in the way you share it. That's the challenge. That's the challenge both for you and for your courage to be able to do what's put in front of you to do what God put on your heart to do, so that you're not leaving these people trapped in their misery and in their trauma and their pain. You don't want that for yourself. You certainly don't want it for them. It's why you want to write the book. So embrace your courage every step of the way, because there are days where you're going to need every ounce of it. And also engage with your readers wherever you can find them. Potential readers, I should probably say. Wherever you find them. Promote your calling and your book to the people you know you were born to serve. The more you share, the more you're going to learn about what they need through their questions, for their concerns, and their comments. And the more you know about those questions, those concerns, guess what? The more easily you can address them, each and every one of those concerns, answer every one of those questions. So you can launch your reader down that road to success and triumph in their own life, just like you've done with yours. That's why you want to write the book. Embrace your courage. Do all of these things so that you can make the impact you know you were born to make. It can't be done if your first draft is sitting in a drawer and you refuse to look at it. Can't be done. But it can be done if you grab onto your courage, grab that first draft, pull it out of that drawer, and then work on your second draft, and then work on your third draft, and then publish your book. Is it hard? Of course. Nothing good in life comes for free. There's always a price, whether that's time, emotional, like you name it. There's always a cost to doing something really worthwhile. And your book is really worthwhile. Just embrace that thought, embrace that fact, and then do what's put in front of you next to do. I hope that's been useful for you too. I hope this has been encouraging for you. And I would love for you to connect with me on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, all of my social media accounts. And you can find links to every single one of them at authorcoach.click/Christopher. And just take this advice to heart, please. Take these words to heart. You can't just write and write and write, stick it in a drawer and think the world's going to change. You can't. Your words have to be out there first. In order for you to make the impact you know you were born to make with your book, you got to get it out there. If you want some help, I would love to help you do that.